So I was sent this table from Garvee, and we just got put it together. So I'll show you what that was like. Here is what the box looked like when it came, when everything was in the box still. So it's not super big, but it is heavy. My husband was able to lift it by himself, but it's more of a two-person job if you have two people to carry it, because the materials are pretty heavy since it is like wood and steel. It was packaged really well, so I'm just speeding this up, showing us taking everything out of it. But as you can see, everything was nice and tightly packaged with styrofoam around it. So then here we took out all of the legs first, which were all individually wrapped. They are all steel, so they didn't need to be banging around, so they were nice and clean. There was no like dents or anything in them when we got them. And then the wood top, you'll see in a minute, is actually in 3 pieces. So those are down at the bottom of the box. Once we got everything out, it was easiest to lay the tabletop upside down on our floor so we could then get all the hardware out and start actually screwing it together. This is what the hardware looks like that you use to screw the top together. So it's pretty easy to use, and everything was labeled very well. So it was pretty easy to go ahead and follow the instructions. Once all the screws were in, we were able to go ahead and then push the wood pieces together to make the one big tabletop, and that was pretty easy. And then you just kind of screw them in from the top to tighten them all together. And then here probably took the longest part. You have to put all these little pieces in to attach the base to it. So that took a minute, and we did get the drill out. You don't have to use that. You could hand screw it, but it was certainly much easier with a power tool. So here my husband was just getting all of those screwed in. And then it was time to go ahead and put the kind of like rim piece around it. And then we started building the base, which is all metal. So by itself, it's not that heavy. It's just all the pieces together kind of weigh a lot. But it is very sturdy once it was put together. So that felt nice. And once we got the metal pieces all put together, which wasn't too long, we were able to go ahead and move that over to the table, and then you just screw the base onto the wood piece, and that's pretty easy. So it took probably about an hour to put together, just so you know, but now that it's together, it looks super awesome. I'm super happy to have it. I do want to just show you a little bit about it up close so you can decide if it's the right one for you, but it is made of this brown MDF that looks like real wood, which I like a lot. The other thing I really like is
then once the base was done, you just put it on there, and then you screw it all in, and then you're pretty much good to go.
So that's really nice. And then up close, you can see that it's actually 3 pieces that make up the top of it. And then the bottom of it is this nice metal frame basically with the legs, so it feels very sturdy. And then the very, very bottom piece, the like little leg piece, has like these little wheels almost, so you can turn them and make sure that you get it the right height so it is nice and stable on your floor, which is really nice and feels nice and well made. And then the steel kind of goes across the bottom, so it's like really sturdy, which I really love. It also comes in several different colors. This one is more of like a dark wood color, so it kind of looks more like a real wood grain, which I'm going to show you up close. Looks really pretty. It is 71 inches, so it's nice and big, so you can fit easily, you can fit 6, you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chairs easily, and it's gonna fit really well. It's not like a giant table, so if you don't have a huge space, 71 inches is usually a pretty good size. Overall, I think it is really high quality and feels nice and sturdy. It's pretty heavy, which I also really like. So if you are looking for a new table, definitely check this one out.